In warfare, humans rely on brain power to survive. The line between life and death depends on how fast we identify the enemy, how quickly we size up the situation, how rapidly we react. If future wars are to be fought by machines, they too will have to make split-second judgments and lightning-fast decisions, all on their own.
It's impractical to have remote-controlled armies. You would be at a disadvantage given the fast-moving pace of battle. In modern combat, the situation changes every second, and an autonomous robot would be able to respond instantly to those changes.
And as you add autonomy to military robots, as they get used in combat operations, the question arises, at what point do we give the ability to make a kill decision to a machine?
Until scientists can create free-thinking robots, robots with brains, these mechanized warriors will remain under our control. But the day of independent killing machines may be approaching.
There was a study prepared by the US Joint Forces Command which suggested that as soon as 2025 we might have the technology to build autonomous battlefield robots.
The barriers to spawning autonomous terminators are quickly disintegrating.
We may not be far off from developing the technology for an autonomous robot deciding whether to kill or not to kill. It's very difficult in the field of robotics to know exactly how advanced we are because, of course, the technology is highly classified.
But advances in some Japanese non-military droids.
I think you can see the robotic revolution as really kind of an extension of, well, the Industrial Revolution, but also the Information Revolution and the Automation Revolution. It shows the kind of tension that we have in our society and that we love what technology can do for us, but we are also suspicious about the ways that it could turn around and hurt us, in which it could be used against us.
The terrifying reality of fully autonomous robots is closer than we think. The robot is in a situation where the tension is escalating. Would it be able to pick up on the subtle clues like a human soldier would?
For robots to be autonomous, they need to have a lot of real-world smarts built into them. In many cases, they need to also be able to understand that people have intentions, that they have plans, that they are doing things. So there are situations in which they may need to try to get inside the head of a human being and understand what's going on.
Turns out they're working on that too.
What's really amazing is that these days you now actually have robots that are starting to be programmed to understand that what people want may not really be always what they're expressing. That in fact people may be thinking one thing and actually acting another way. Whenever human beings are communicating, no matter what they're saying, there's also an undercurrent of emotion and that's also being expressed, whether we realize it or not.
Robosuke interprets a nod as a positive attitude, and a tilt or shake of the head as negative attitude. More amazing still, the robot can also read a person's state of mind by their tone of voice.
The Robosuke robot is programmed to be able to listen to tones of voice that people are using and to be able to interpret those in such a way to know whether or not there's some kind of deception of whether or not they are saying one thing but really want something else.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Robosuke is a tool for non-military research, but such human-like powers of perception would be useful in military robots. They would be able to read potentially hostile body language or someone who is lying and react. And the possibilities could veer even further into the realm of the fantastic.
What we won't know is the extent to which a robot, when it becomes sufficiently sophisticated and autonomous, actually crosses the line and becomes self-aware and alive.
Mankind is rapidly developing robots that can make the decision to apply lethal force. And when that moment comes, when robots can decide who and when to kill, it will bring about a power shift in which autonomous terminators will be fighting our wars.
They'll never make ethical decisions. They'll make their share of mistakes, whether based upon faulty data sets or bad programming. And they'll kill by mistake sometimes, or they'll kill the wrong person. And unlike a human being, they'll never regret it.
Which raises the question, what happens when robots become smarter than us?
If it's true, as some scientists are saying, that they may develop robots as smart as humans by 2040 and even smarter thereafter, it seems almost inevitable that the military is going to want to co-opt them for their own use. That's what the military does.
It really is intelligence that enables you to win in a conflict like warfare. The only thing that can defend you from artificial intelligence that has it in for you is to have artificial intelligence that's even smarter, that's on your side.
The first organization to use robotic soldiers may well end up being the last.
If robots are smarter than us, stronger, quicker, then what if, in that great science fiction nightmare, they really do decide that they deserve to be ruling the world and not us?
Autonomous robots rising up is only one fear.
Bargained with, it can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever, until you are dead.